doing something a little bit different. My personal car gets treated completely differently than a lot of the customer cars. First reason, the coilovers that I want were back ordered, and we wanted to get the fitment right on the FC. This is the project that we picked up. Kyle went through, got it wired, running. We're pretty close to getting tune ready, but now we want to get, you know, some suspension shit done. I have heard a bunch of stuff about these Maxpeedingrods. It's an eBay brand coilover or whatever. They were so damn cheap. So I buckled down and I bought a set of Maxpeedingrods for my FC. One, if they completely suck, then it'll be just to get the fitment wise things right on it, the wheels and stuff. But we also were gonna do like a review on it. 250 bucks, and they're like, how many adjustments they have? Like 32-way adjustable coilovers. The next comparable one would be like ISR or something along the lines. These coilovers are too damn cheap for me to not try. So today, we are going to be installing the Maxpeedingrod FC coilovers. And we'll probably go back through, I don't know if it'll be on this video, but we'll also kind of give you guys an update throughout the life of these Maxpeedingrods coilovers. Maxpeedingrod, if you see this, give me a sticker, I'm gonna rep your shit. And if they're good, I'll tell you you're good. If they suck, then we're gonna be honest and say that they suck. But upon first glance, when we open these things up, we were all kind of like, dang, these don't look terrible. They're heavy, they're no lighter than like the BCs that we install or the Fortunatos, but they're not overly heavy to where they feel like I should throw them in a scrap pile. So you guys can kind of get an idea. They got little twisty things for the dampener up top, like all the other ones we install that are around $1,000. So yeah, today Eric and I are gonna throw these on, and we'll pretty much just do an install video on these on an FC RX7. So yeah, let us know what you guys think, and we're probably gonna be laughing along the way because I'm a little ashamed, but I'm so okay with how cheap they were that I'm gonna make a video on it. I'm gonna completely exploit my automotive shop running $250 coilovers. Hopefully I have the last laugh, we'll see. All right, so there's some yellow shit in the bottom, and I'm pretty sure we use the bathroom. I don't, I pee outside a lot. Hey, but I would rather come here sloppy than rusty, so. Yes, I do. So I would keep you around, Kyle. Mr. Chunky Cum. He looks like, his cum looks like Greek yogurt.
That's disgusting.
Strawberry Greek yogurt.
Kind of banged up a little bit.
Oh yeah, they toss it around in the factory.
I mean, overall, they're not bad.
They don't look terrible.
They even got it inside the
dude.
What in the world? All right.
Hey, there's 4 of them, so that's a start.
They got all the fucking bushings and everything for them.
Even just hardware, man. When one trip to the hardware store cost 250 bucks. Cool.
Yep.
All right, let's get started. Never adjust your ride height from the spring. That can blow the shock and it'll throw your spring rates all out of whack. So once you set your preload, you don't mess with it after that unless you're adjusting it for like drifting, autocross, whatever you're doing. Your ride height always comes from this. So what you would do is you're gonna loosen this collar, and then that whole unit spins and that'll adjust your ride height. So you never wanna do it out of here. Always do it from this part right here. And when we start putting these on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the first thing you do after you get it secured on jack stands and you pull your wheels off or a 2-post lift is knock off these 2 bolts. The McPherson strut holds it onto the knuckle side of things. These things are really simple to install. Very similar to what an S13 would be if you did it.
Very similar.
Yeah, these cars are pretty similar. Don't forget to do your brake line nut. It bolts to the strut, and then when you put the coilovers back on, it goes right back on. But that keeps the brake line out of the way when you're doing some Tokyo drifting or hard parking in the Walmart parking lot. You don't want your brake line to grab your wheel. the rears are a little bit different, almost easier. You got basically 2 bolts that hold it into the strut tower. You're gonna drop those 2 bolts. So when you put the rears on, they come with those little washers. Those are offset washers. Make sure you keep track of them. There's gonna be one on the inside, one on the outside. And we know this shit's all pretty obvious, but in case it isn't, it's nice to address it accordingly. Speaking of 2 studs, that's what you guys are watching today. A couple studs shoving their rods, holes that they don't belong in. Nut after nut after nut.
Yes. You don't even need a tool, bro. These are nice and lubed up.
Yeah. Hey, if you don't lube it, you lose it.
Yep.
Although they do say dryer's tighter, in this case we want a little bit of looseness. It makes the process a little more enjoyable. Are you enjoying the process?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Alright, here's a little bit of racket and Eric laughing. So, Maxpeedrod forgot to, and we probably should have checked this, to be honest. I'm not even gonna blame them for it. Make sure that the top nut is tight that goes into the body. So while we are twisting this, instead of it coming into the body, it basically unthreaded from the top. All right, so Eric just got this all done. I came in from the office. We're not in love with the ride height, but here's kind of what we're noticing. So what we ended up going with on these adjusters is a lot of the times I'll do like halfway or even soft, like on my last Fortunato coilovers. I like a lot of go forward traction in these cars, but so this is, here, go all the way, we go all the way loose on that end. So this is all the way loose, lefty loosey, righty tighty. And this thing is like obnoxiously bouncy. Like that, yeah, he's barely pushing on it. So that's gonna be our review on like these adjustments on the dampening. Again, they're 250 bucks, so I wasn't exactly, but that actually helps quite a bit. Push on it about the same amount you were again. It's still way softer than I would like, although I like a lot of traction. Until I really drive it, I won't know, but that's kind of the biggest red flag so far. So yes, we're gonna put these at all hard. I'm gonna even do it in the front. So we got the front pretty dialed. I mean, this is like the first time we've ever even messed with the suspension on this. We're gonna do different roll center adjusters, knuckles. We'll adjust all the camber, but this was just kind of, we had some time to kill on a Friday. But the rear we're not very pleased with because we wanted more low. I mean, the reality of it is I could probably get a good alignment out of that ride height though. Yeah, that's maxed out. So the sleeve that we were talking about that threads into, that's maxed out on the bottom. It looks 100 times better than it did though. Installation, I would say, was really easy, and the product for the money so far is pretty damn good. Yeah. So that end of this review or this install video, we give like a B+ so far. Install, packaging, out of the box, the ride heights were almost all there. All the hardware was there. Yeah. We got this done in what, an hour, including like adjusting the suspension. So yeah, that'll be our review on the install and our initial reactions. So here in a few more videos, probably 3 or 4 more videos, we'll end up taking this to like a drift event, driving it, and then we'll come back and see if we have leaks, anything funky, and we'll kind of cover this again in another video. So if you have any questions on what we did or how we did or what these are, please don't be afraid to either PM us on Instagram, which our link will be here, or even write us on YouTube. Thanks for watching. This is not typically something we do, but because it's my I'd much rather do this on my car than to suggest this to a customer and be, hey, buy $250 coilovers. But overall, we're pretty stoked at how it turned out. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We got another video dropping real soon.